I'm serious. I really am. I'm gonna change it. Hi everyone. We were just talking about hairstyles and things like that. Welcome into Primetime TV Show. I'm your host today, Barbara Marville Kelly, and my special friend / co-host as we bring to you Shop Talk TV or Shop Till You Drop, because of course you know this is what we do best. How about you? Right?
Do they like to shop?
I wonder.
They would have a hard time keeping up with us.
Oh, well, my husband says I have a black belt in shopping. I think you might have the 2nd or 3rd degree black belt. So welcome, my friend Helena Trangata. We are going to have some fun today. We have a brand new launch coming up in the next half hour, the last 2 segments. But for those of you that love to wear jewelry, there's nothing like wearing jewelry that speaks to others. And I call it wearable art, but it's also talking about your memories. It's really those memories in a locket that can be shared with anyone, and they make great gifts, of course.
Absolutely.
How long have you been doing Origami Owl?
It will be 4 years in August. Can you believe it? Just one more month and I'll have an anniversary.
See?
August 12th. I will be doing this 4 years. We were just talking about Barb's going to have an anniversary soon with this show.
Yep, 100 episodes.
100 episodes.
Coming up really soon.
So we might have birthday celebration together.
I'm telling you, we are going to have a lot of fun. Well, I love celebrating, and when it comes to gift giving, of course, many of you know that I am retired from the Home Shopping Network. It's still in my blood. What can I say? As soon as I see a product, or especially something that I have my own personal passion for, I break out into an HSN presentation. You know, you've got to stop me with that. But
and she can do it anywhere. She can do it in a McDonald's. She can do it on a basketball court. I'm sure anywhere.
But we do have a lot of fun, don't we?
Yes, we do.
So let's get down to shopping till we drop, because what we have for you is definitely going to speak to you. These lockets, this line of jewelry taps into your emotional heartstrings without you even realizing it. Once you pick up a locket, once you pick up and see all the different things that you can design and create, or even become your own designer, as Helena and I recently have through our Origami Owl, because I couldn't say no, especially when it comes to jewelry.
And to me.
And to you, exactly. It's very difficult.
Because, you know, we're sisters of choice.
We are sisters of choice. We definitely are. But I want you to tell me a little bit about your story and how and why you became involved as an Origami Owl designer. And now you have developed it into a really lucrative business. But the giving back part is what I love about you getting involved with this and giving other people the opportunity to develop an income with a passion. So from passion to profits, that works.
Well, you know, it's so funny how things come to you, and you know, we believe that what you think about, you bring about. And so, as a publisher, I'm always talking about telling your story. And a friend called me and she said, "Oh, I just heard about these lockets, and you put the little charms in them." And she goes, "And they're so cute, and they have this and they have that." And I had been looking for a line of jewelry to talk about telling your story that would coincide with my publishing. And a lot of my authors are female, so I thought they could use that to tell their story as well as their books and kind of help promote their books. And I was sold on the phone with her. I didn't even see the product. 4 years ago, I didn't even see the product. I signed up. I was like, I love the idea of telling a story in our lockets. And there's every story under the sun that I've heard. And so I love talking to you and talking to friends and helping them and strangers. You know, I've been at All Children's Hospital, which many of you have seen me on the show know that I'm passionate about giving back. And 15% of everything that I sell goes back to All Children's. And I've been down at the hospital, and we have had people who they know they're going to lose their child. They know that their child is going to die. And so I've helped them build a locket, and then I had the pleasure of gifting it to them.
Oh,
and of course it's very emotional, and tears are shed, but you know, I know that they're going to cherish that locket for a very long time, because it talks about their little angel that they are, you know, that science can't keep alive, but will always be alive in their heart. So
And that really says it all, is keeping them alive in their hearts. I want to just go ahead and reach over here and pick up one of these to give you an idea. Now, this is just an amazing way to really share your love for others and to capture those memories. Because once those memories are gone, they're gone forever, but you can capture them in something like this. I want you to just take a look at this, a close-up, because here's the key word when we're talking about Origami Owl. We're talking about Swarovski crystals. Genuine Swarovski crystals who have actually partnered up with Origami Owl. And I am very, very excited about that, because
one of only 100 partners in the United States, which I recently found out, and I was very impressed. And if that particular piece, I believe, has yellow crystals in it, and
yes, it does.
And are they radiant?
Yes,
they
are.
They're just like the sun, and they're so bright. And how can you look at them and not smile? It's just one of those colors that just brings a smile to your face, doesn't
Well,
it?
you know, it's true. And the one thing that I love about the Swarovski crystals is the fact that there's such an amazing amount of faceting, the way that they are cut. And what I love is the key word that is precision cut, did you say? Or no.
Priority cut. It's,
priority cut.
They sparkle like a diamond because of the priority cut.
Priority
cut. So this is my little Swarovski
your cheat sheet.
Because I just went to a Swarovski class when I was at convention in Phoenix. And I've been a Swarovski lover for a long, long time. I used to make jewelry, and that's the only crystals I would use. But still, there was so much to learn about it that it was just pretty amazing. And just little things like the fact that they use a priority platinum pro foiling, which prevents the crystals from falling out. I had no idea that was the case.
I had no idea either.
But I do know that when we started this company, we were not using Swarovski crystals. And when we switched over, I was so happy. And the amount of crystals that people have had fall out has declined considerably. I mean, from a little, I don't know the facts,
right.
But let's just say it was a 20% fallout with a crystal, because they get hit on desk and everything.
Sure.
And now I rarely see that happen.
See, and that's the quality when you're looking to give a gift for someone, whether it be yourself or someone else. You want the quality to be there, and that's what you're going to find with Swarovski. And I'm really glad that they actually partnered up. Now, for those of you that are an essential oil lover, we have brand new.
My favorite new piece. Do you love that?
This is so amazing. For any of us, which Helena and I've been doing the essential oils for a long, long time, and I could never find the right diffuser to wear, so I would put, my fragrances from my oils in a little bottle, but this is just so eye-catching, and it really becomes that wearable art that we were just speaking of. Every single one of these are Swarovski crystals, and as I just move this just the slightest little bit, you're going to be able to see it
over here.
Absolutely, and the thing is that you see a rainbow of colors because of the way it is cut, and that priority cut. You know what I love about this too? Take a look at those. You can see them next to my diamonds. My ring is real diamonds, and it stacks up very nicely next to real diamonds. And what's beautiful about this too is you can have this as your very favorite piece to give as a gift for someone, and then you put your little essential oils inside here. There's a little discs.
Ceramic disc.
It's a ceramic disc that actually absorbs the oil so that you can wear this all the time and smell ever so wonderful. I also love, tell us about this bail, Helena, because I'm really, really taken in with the bail.
So the bail is it's an accessory that can be used with any locket, and we had it in silver in the past season, and we just brought it out in gold. So perfect timing for this locket, isn't it?
Yes.
And this is one of our also one of our longest chains that Barb has on. And she's demonstrating the fact that you just twist that top off, and when you twist it off, you can see there's, it does not come with a little ceramic disc, but the ceramic disc is very inexpensive. And if you are a purist and you want to put, say, lavender on one disc and let's just say frankincense on another disc, you can swap them out. I am not a purist. I'll put lavender one day and frankincense another day, but I put oils on that disc about a week ago when I got it, and it still has a lovely fragrance to it.
It's amazing. It really is amazing. And for anybody that is looking for just an incredible gift.
And the weight of this locket is amazing to me.
I
it's
know.
a very, very high-end piece. We've had diffusers now for a little over a year, and another one is setting on one of the necks there. We have a little butterfly diffuser, which is lovely. Now it has a hinge on it.
That's this one right here.
Obviously it doesn't twist off, and it works the same way. We've had that. We have discs that you can wear on a bracelet and a necklace as well, but none of them have the pizzazz that piece has. I mean, to me that is, and some people don't like the bling. You and I are bling people.
Yes. Well,
we love the shine.
The shine,
the
the
more
sparkle.
shine, the better. We are all about the stardust.
Well, you know why? It shines what's in our heart. It shines that white light that we carry with us, and the unconditional love, and that's all.
And you can use
rolled up
any
right
oil
here.
in this.
Yeah.
You can use your favorite oil, as long as it's an essential oil that's a higher quality, the better.
Absolutely.
But you can use any essential oil in that. So
get yours. We're going to give you
and
some.
the other thing is, if you're an oil reseller,
Yes.
this would be a great product to add to your line, and we can do that. Barb and I can set you up to do that.
Absolutely. Hold your thoughts, love. We're going to take a quick little commercial break. When we come back, we're going to talk a little bit more, and we're also going to talk about the owl and that priority cut. Stick around.
Right.
At a certain age, so this is supposed to happen. No, it's not supposed to happen. At a certain age, so this is supposed to happen. No, it's not supposed to happen. Hi everyone, welcome back into Prime Time, our special edition of Shop Till You Drop. And that's exactly what we are giving you the opportunity to do, because who doesn't love jewelry, especially jewelry that has a meaning? I'm Barbara Marville Kelly, and with me is my dear friend and business colleague in many ways, because I can't say no, and neither can she. So here we are, many times, more times than not. And I just wanted to talk in this last segment for the Origami Owl jewelry and everything, the story about this amazing priority cut owl. And I'm going to let you tell everyone while I just give a little close up here, because this is a story in itself. So let's talk about the owl itself, and then also the band that you can order so that you can have this beautiful wraparound with these wonderful affirmations.
Well, this is the first wrap that we have that has the little gold tabs on it. So the gold locket face on that is a plus if you like gold, and Barb is a gold gal, for example. And on that particular wrap, it talks about your faith. So it has affirmations basically that are going to that you can share, and the world would see that that you live a faith-based life. Mm-hmm. the owl that's in the locket is Swarovski crystal. It's a little larger than most of our charms. It costs a wee bit more than most of our charms, but if you can get a close-up of that, Swarovski took 1 year to design this owl. Now think about an owl and the folds. You know, our little owl, you know, has the little origami folds in it. So to create that, it took them 1 year, which to me is amazing that they would take 1 year for that little tiny owl. And they actually have a card that talks about her. And it looks to me, from our last convention, we've had her out for about 6 months now, and it looks like we're going to get more collectible pieces from Swarovski that are a little bit larger. In that case, I use her as my centerpiece in that particular wrap, and then I just put crystals around her and maybe a heart or something, because they're calling it moonlight crystal. Moonlight crystal.
I love it.
And
you can see it.
She's translucent, but it's opalescence, and it's beautiful.
It is beautiful, and it's really a wonderful way to speak to the business as well. I was
very impressed.
Yes,
when
I was
two
too.
people from Swarovski came to speak to us. You know, I mean, they're in Austria. It's not like they're just around the corner.
I know.
And they came to speak to us and talk to us about how they value their partnership with us. And of course, we value the partnership. And the fact that we have so many colors of Stardust. Stardust come in a package of 10 of them for $5. And you can put every color in the rainbow in your locket.
These lockets are so near and dear to me. I don't have mine this time, but as you know, you were kind enough to do a charity event for me with the first heart locket in the silver tone, and it was for Dancing with the Local Stars, and that was 2014, my first Dancing with the Local Stars.
A long time ago.
Oh my goodness, long time ago. So we did that, but the one that really touched my heart, and I want to make sure I get this information into you, of all the 15 years that I worked at the Home Shopping Network, I never once ever had anything even close to this. And so when Helena showed me this, I just was wild and crazy over it because of the meaning. Not too long before that, I had lost my Yorkie, Gigi, and I had a little lock of hair that I wished I had something that I could put it in, along with a little paw print, maybe a little dog bone with the Swarovski crystals and all. And guess what? I have that now. And her little hair just shines among the crystals, a little dog bone, and it's such a close memory to me. And I was so thankful when you introduced that, but I was like wishing something like that. And so now you can understand why we are both so very, very passionate about it. Then when I was an expectant grandma, I received from my dear friend a little blue, was it a footprint? Yes, it was a footprint, a little blue footprint, because we knew we were having a baby boy. So this is the emotional heartstrings that you can't help but tap into, whether you purchase this for yourself or you give it as a gift to someone. So we're going to have our next segment on something else very, very special. But in the meantime, think about gift giving. I mean, before you know it, the holidays are going to be here. Think about monthly gift giving for birthdays. If you want to give a gift that does keep on giving, if you want to give a gift that has meaning and quality in a jewelry piece that can be passed on down from generation to generation, and that is affordably priced, you'll want to definitely get a hold of Helena or myself. We'll point you in the right direction, and everything isn't only online. Yes, we do still have these catalogs, which is fun to really go through. I know you go and drop them off at your hair salon that you go to, and it's so great to have these. I always have these in one of my bags too, just because you just never know. Women love to go through catalogs, and then that piques the interest right there on the spot, whether you are computer savvy or not. You get a chance to go through the catalog and just really see what's in here and get your pricing, and you're just going to be amazed. There is the watch that I call bigger than God. I love this watch. In fact, let me just go ahead. Stay right there, Dylan. Let me go ahead and get this off here. Is that stuck? Oh, hang on. I'm going to get this off because I want to show it to you up close and personal. Now I'll put that down. But this is really an awesome watch. And I just want to show this to you. All the crystals.
Got lots of crystals in it. You can see I love crystals. That's my personal watch. Yeah.
Oh, you think?
And the word peace in it. So, and it's got a little charm that says believe and a little cross. And I just think it's a statement piece. It's definitely a statement piece. I don't actually use it as a watch that much because these old eyes, I cannot see it as well, but it is a watch.
Well, you've got so many crystals in there.
No, but they don't go over the watch face. I'm just saying that to me,
I understand.
It is a sexy bracelet.
It really is. And it has that fold over locking clasp, so it'll stay on the wrist.
And as of tomorrow, it's available in black.
Ooh.
So that also will be a very nice addition. We've got it in silver now and gold. And tomorrow we will have it in all black.
Oh, so that is going to be special. And that's what I love. They have so many different variables. If you like white gold, if your wedding rings are white gold, go with the silver tone. If you're like me and you love wearing gold, and I have to tell you, I don't have it on today, but I have my mom's 14 karat gold necklace that I have worn my other diffuser on and my locket in gold with the Swarovski crystals, and honestly, it blends so beautifully, and that's because of the quality of gold that is being used. So think about getting a diffuser. This is the brand new one, and you can see each one of those Swarovski crystals.
And that's in our sentiments line.
The sentiments, and boy, talk about sentiments and scent. That you can wear beautifully well. And think about the watch if you're wanting to be timely with a gift. There's nothing like
if you
getting
like
a watch.
silver, this is a brand new silver chain. There again,
I love that too.
The Swarovski crystal, and this is one of our new little dangles, which is the little moon, and on the back it says "to the moon." So we love you to the moon
cute.
and back. Isn't
I know.
that cute?
That'd be great for Cher Kistler. She always says that. One of our women unscripted, which by the way is next Monday.
Monday, yeah.
Yep. We're going to be
here again. So
celebrating again. But in the meantime, this is just a very small display. And before we take our commercial break, and I give you a quick little sneak peek on what's coming up in the last half hour, I just want to show you this close up to show you the partnership that Origami Owl is doing with Swarovski. That's a big deal.
It is a big deal, and I wasn't really cognizant of it, I guess you would say, until the fact that they were saying we are one of 100 partners. They have partners all over the world, but in the United States, we are one of approximately 100 partners, and they chose to work with us. And I'm so delighted, as I said, to be using these crystals, and I just feel like only bigger and better things are going to be coming from Origami Owl. Shall we just tell them that we have a new paw collection for you, fur baby?
Well, it wouldn't be complete because we can never have too much jewelry or significance on our little fur babies. I'm going to let you tell that.
Well, you know, it's coming out in September, so hopefully we'll be able to do it on the next show. But it's actually going to be huge. I already know that it's huge. So we have little dog collars that you can put a locket on, or you can get a little bone that you can inscribe with the pet's name and or contact information for the pet owner. Aww. And they are just precious, So we have lots of new things coming, and I love that about this company. Being here 4 years, you would think that I would be bored with the whole thing. So not true. I mean, everything that's here was not even available 4 years ago. So we've just gotten bigger and better all the time.
Now, I want to ask you something quickly on the collectibles with Swarovski. Are these going to be collectible pieces strictly exclusive for Origami Owl?
That's right.
All right. So how much better can you get than that?
So if you're a Swarovski figurine collector, check us out, you know, and then these pieces can be in your particular lockets, and of course there again gift giving. And while Barbara's talking about gift giving, I just had to think about the fact that I have a granddaughter that lives out of state, and you know, once I send her the locket, that I can just send her for every little occasion. I can send her a little charm.
Right. It's a connection.
And it's so hard to stay connected to grandchildren that are out of state, and sometimes if they're across the street. But this is just a little way that I can connect with her better than I can with the boys, obviously.
Well, you know, it's sharing the story, it's sharing your love, it's sharing your caring and all of that. But also what I love about the connection with this is the fact that you've tied it in with Bellissimo Publishing. And I mean, it's just not only is it a great way to tell your story in a book, if you happen to be an author or possibly an author in the works, you'll definitely want to get a hold of my dear girlfriend here, Helena, with Bellissimo Publishing. But you also
Author
get
in
to
the works here.
yes, I'm author in the works, author of many books. Oh my goodness gracious! But if you
Isn't that
are
hard to
thinking about
believe?
that, and then you get a chance to share your story in the locket. Or if you're doing the essential oils, you'll definitely want to get this brand new one. If you missed out on the last one, it is just a little bit smaller, but it doesn't have the Swarovski crystals. If you always want to wear some statement piece, if you want to have your own signature piece, and if you love the essential oils, this is definitely a must-have in your jewelry collection. And you also want to consider going with the locket, because the locket really does tell a life of story, a life of memories. And once those memories are gone, it's so nice to capture them, whether it be in video, whether it be in pictures and photographs and things like that. But to have something a little bit tangible that you can wear around your neck, and it just attracts people that want to know more about that. It's also a great way to get to know people, because when they come to you, oh, I love your locket, what's in there? And they see the sparkle of those Swarovski crystals. Everything is done with Swarovski now, all of them. And to me, that says, I am high quality jewelry. And guess what? You deserve high quality jewelry. And so does anyone you have as a friend, a relative, come in contact with. You'll never go wrong with Origami Owl. So you want to get a hold of either one of us gals, because we're both Origami Owls. And here I have to tell you, hoot hoot.
That's right.
It really is fun to offer this to you. And the other thing is, there's a business opportunity attached to this. It's optional. If it's something that you might want to do from your home, maybe you're a young stay-at-home mom with a couple of babies and you'd like to get something off the ground and still feel like you're contributing to the income.
Great time to do it, especially at this time of year going into the holiday season. It's a great time to do it. Because
you bet.
And the opportunity, it's, as you may know from other shows, Barb and I are coaches. We're certified coaches as well. And what I love is being able to coach my team and have owlettes on my team, because they can join this company as young as 11 with mom or dad's sign off. And that's the way Bella started. Bella, who started this company, was 14 and she wanted a car. And she certainly got her car, believe me.
And that's a great story.
And she's 21 years old now.
Oh my goodness. I remember when she was young. And that's the story that really is a wonderful tool to let people know. We have to take a brief little time out, and I'm being told in my ear that we need to go for a break. When we come back, we're going to show you how to put on a happy face. At a certain age, so this is supposed to happen. No, it's not supposed to happen. at a certain age, so this is supposed to happen. No, it's not supposed to happen. Hi, everyone. Welcome back into our fabulous show called Primetime TV Show, but we have a special edition today, Shop Till You Drop, also known as Shop TV Talk. So that's what we're doing here. We're shopping, we're talking, and we're educating you. I'm Barbara Marville Kelly, and in case you're just tuning in or just getting home from work and you can't stand to be away from primetime on Mondays live at 5, but we also have Helena Trengata, my partner, not my partner in crime, but partner in many ways, but most importantly as my dear friend. And because we can't say no to each other, you will see us many, many times in the neighborhood, partnering up
in the neighborhood
and really sharing a lot of stuff. Today we're worldwide right here on WeBeam TV, and this is a new launch. You just came back from convention, and I have to tell you, I followed this girl through the whole time. My feet hurt, I don't care. I'm going back to convention, and if I heard that once, I heard it 10 times. Tell us about why you were so excited about the Willing Beauty, because this is a targeted skincare for all or most types of skin.
That's right.
Why?
Well, first off, as you know the story of Origami Al, you know that it was started by a 14-year-old girl and her mom. Well, there was another company started by an 11-year-old girl and her mom, and that 11-year-old girl's name was Willa. And mom had some skin cancer, and when she started looking at her face and her options for skincare, she found that there was a lot of not so good things in those skincare. And as she was thinking about that, she was thinking, well, my daughter, my gosh, she's 11 years old. I don't want her to do the same things wrong that I did, which includes not using sunscreen, going out without sunscreen, and putting all these negative chemicals in on her face. Mm-hmm. So they looked at the acne line that she was using. Apparently she was starting to get a little acne as time goes on, and they found that there was a lot of parabens and chemicals in that product that we really don't want to be putting on our face, because as soon as we put it on our face, don't we know that it takes 26 seconds to get in the bloodstream. So if you're putting it on your skin, guess what? It's going right into your bloodstream. Oh my goodness, do I want a paraben to be doing that? No, and neither did she for her daughter.
Right.
So she hired a chemist to make a line that was good for girls. So that was her first step, to make the line for girls, and which is now known as our Willa line. So they have purple packaging, and this little 11-year-old girl, which is now, I'm not for sure, I just heard her, she must be about 15 now, but she is going on 35. This girl is a whirlwind. She knows. She sat on panels while we were out at convention. She sat on panels, and they would just pass the mic to her because she knows the stuff. She knows the scientific part of it. She knows what her friends, obviously, so they sold it to their friends, and they sold it to big stores like Bloomie's in New York. However, they decided that that was not the path they wanted to take. So guess what? They found Origami Al, and now they're part of the Origami Al family.
I love it.
So we got to be founding members, advisors of this company, and there is a young teen line called Willa, and then there is a line for some faces that are a wee bit older, and that line is called Willing Beauty. And I started with that immediately. Very early on. I guess I've been using the product almost 3 months now, and people come up to me and they say, what are you doing different?
And your skin does look amazing. It does.
Thank
it
you.
Really, really does.
And I've noticed changes in it as well, and it's so easy. See those products there? That's the 5 product. That's our High 5 product.
And I want to talk about those too.
We call it High 5.
Okay.
So there are 5 steps. That's all there is. It makes it very easy. I don't like those things where you got to like hydrate this, that, too many hours in the day to be putting on my face. And so we have a cleanser, which works really well. You just put it on your face wet, obviously, and works best if you take it in little circles around your face. You just wash that off. It comes off very easily. I like the consistency of the product. And depending on what time of the day, you can either, at nighttime, I would put serum on. We have a serum that you can use. The serum is luscious, just feels wonderful, silky on your skin. And then I put on the night cream. So that's 3 products at night. Makes it very easy. Brush the teeth, do the skincare, off to bed. Then in the morning, depending on your skin type,
Right.
I happen to have very dry skin, and this has been very good for me. It's not overhydrating, but it's a nice consistency. In the morning, some people want to cleanse their face again. That's your choice, obviously. If you don't cleanse your face, you want to put on our day cream, which is, we have a day cream, and it's just a moisturizer for daytime. You can choose to use your serum again in the morning if you want to. However, they're not suggesting that you have to use it twice a day, just once a day works. And this is our Get Set, and our Get Set has a SPF 30 in it, and it's a tinted primer. And it feels luscious.
Oh, look at this. A tinted primer. Love that.
And so see how easily, and doesn't it feel just delightful?
This is
And
really
look at that.
awesome.
It's just nice, rubs in easily, and you have an SPF 30. So one should not go out without an SPF. And it's just barely
Ooh,
tinted, so you
that is
don't.
so creamy.
Very creamy.
Very creamy.
Doesn't have much fragrance, but what it does have, and you can smell it and see what you think, Barb. But
I don't smell anything.
I don't smell anything,
No.
and if there whatever fragrance is there is.
Look at that. This is a little bit of a cover up too. It's not.
Yeah,
It's not
so-
showing my veins so much.
I was just gonna say, my veins show less over there than over there. So put it on your hands too.
Speaking of showing all that, we're talking about some of the ingredients here that you need to be aware of, because one of the things that I love is the Partner in Time age-defying formulation night serum. Listen to this, guys and gals, because your husbands will steal this from you, trust me. Age-defying. Highest active level of HY plus 5 complex, and I want to talk about that because it helps to improve elasticity, because one of the things that happens when we add years to our life is the elasticity of our skin changes. So it also helps to diminish the appearance of fine lines. But I want to tell you about the hyaluronic acid. Always been a challenge for me to say
Which
that.
is the way to go, apparently.
It is. It really is. Well, you know what? It's 5 forces of nature. Okay? We're talking of vitamin C, prickly pear cactus seed oil, Antarctic glycoproteins. We do need proteins in our skin. Alpine, Edelweiss, and deep sea hydrothermal enzymes all make up the Willing Beauty's HY plus 5 complex. I love to give you these features and benefits so that you can understand that you have a quality product here. But the thing is that you don't have a whole plethora like 10 or 12 products that you have to be going into jars and tubes on a daily basis. After all, if you're like us, you want to get out the door, you want to do your 1, 2, 3 step and out the door, you've got that here. But it's only 5 total products for you to really try and go through 1 through 5, and you'll be giving it the high 5 every time because you're saving time, you're using high quality products, it is affordable. In fact, speaking of affordability, you know the cost of the kit, right?
It's $138 for the entire kit.
Okay.
They are supposed to last 30 days. Mine have lasted longer than 30 days.
Yeah.
So just to, I'm a big believer in not to overuse products. So, I just put a little bit. You saw how much I put on Barb's hand. That would take care of my entire face.
Wow.
So I don't over indulge. I
Sure.
believe a little goes a long way.
Sure.
So that's $138. But here's the best part. If you don't like it, guess what? You return the entire package, you get your entire dollar amount back. Entire. And that means if you use it for 30 days and then you decide you don't like it, you get your money back. If you use it for 5 days and you don't like it, you get your money back. So it's totally risk-free to you.
That is good
and,
to know.
No one I know that has returned it. No one I know has returned it.
And when did you launch this? When did your gals start using it?
Well, the founders started using it 3 months ago. So most of my clients have been using it about 2 months.
Okay.
And it doesn't officially launch this is a new product to Origami Al Brands. We had our first convention, got to hear a lot about this product with chemists and obviously mom and daughter who are still part of it, even though they're now under the Origami Al umbrella. They are very instrumental in this product line. And it's pretty amazing. I mean, I've used a lot of skincare, and most of us have at this point in our life. We've changed out, and I'm very happy with mine. I'm very happy with it, and most of my clients are happy with it. I haven't heard a lot of complaints. I found every time I've changed brands, I find I get a little bit of breakout, but I think that's because it's bringing out something that should have come out before. I did have a client that had a little bit of breakout. And once she continued to use it, the breakout went away. So I think it's just that it's bringing out the impurities in your skin.
And that's very possible. And just so you know, we're not making any claims to cure or diagnose or anything like that. Everybody gets different results, just like you know, if you've ever used skincare before. And the one thing that I notice is when we add years to our life, why does our skin have to change? Really? So now we got to start all over again, just when we thought we were using something and then it does this or that. Don't get me started. But we have 1 minute to before we take our commercial break. But one of the things that I really want you to stop to think about is how safe is what you're using right now. This is safe. It's effective. It's clean. Listen to this long line, free of parabens, sulfates, mineral oils, DEA, I can't even say this word, phthalates, chemical sunscreens, and remember what they say, if you can't pronounce it, you don't want it near or on or in your body, and synthetic fragrances. It's safe for sensitive skin. It's skin-friendly ingredients, and I love this, never tested on animals, and it's dermatologist tested, allergy tested, products tested for safety, ingredients screened for safety. That list right there has gotten my attention. We're going to take a brief little time out. When we come back, we're going to be talking about some of the other features and benefits that I'm sure, hopefully, you are looking for in the skincare. And remember, my motto is this: beauty starts from within and lands on the skin. And you always want to take good care of your skin. And we're giving you that opportunity to do that. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Give it a high five for Willing Beauty. We'll be right back. At a certain age, so this is supposed to happen. No, it's not supposed to happen. At a certain age, so this is supposed to happen. No, it's not supposed to happen. And welcome back, everyone, to Primetime TV, also known as Shop TV talk, because that's what we're doing. We're shopping and we're talking. I'm Barbara Marville Kelly. With me is my dear friend Helena Trengata, who has been kind enough to bring this whole umbrella of not only beautiful jewelry featuring Swarovski crystals. We're both wearing it all today, and I have my own special pieces that I own. And then we kind of transitioned in, well, you know, we want to look beautiful, right? As a woman in our shiny bling and all that, and it really doesn't get much better than Swarovski at
Definitely
all.
not.
So while we're shining on the outside, we want to bring that beauty from within and allow it to land on the skin. And we can do that today by giving you that chance with Willing Beauty. Now, there are two lines. I just want to make sure that we clarify. There's Willing Beauty and then there's Willa.
So we have the Willow line, which is for teens. We have an acne line available. And, you know, I tried to get some testimonials from my teen grandchildren, but you know how hard that is. I sent them the products. Are you using it? Yes. Can you give me a testimonial? We like it. That's about it. I mean, you know, try to get anything else out of them. But they have supposedly, I mean, you know, because I don't know, I don't have a teen that's using it, so I can only talk about what I heard at convention. You know, they have little pads that they can clean their nose and areas where they're more prone to break out, that has a little bit more salicylic acid in it. There are goods and bads in those acids, and I'm not a scientist, so I can't really talk about it, but ours has the good acid in it. And some of them are just on the market are just too strong and actually increase the problems with the acne rather than decrease the problems with the acne. So we've had really good feedback with that too. And it's important to us for two reasons. I mean, number one, Willa is a teen.
That's right.
Who started this company with her mother. And the funny thing is her mother's name is Chrissy. Bella's name from Origami Al, her mother's name is Christy. So it's like, wow, this is too weird. And the other reason is because we allow children as young as 11 to sell our product with mom or dad's permission. And so we have what we call Willa girls that sell our product and are using our product, and they're very happy with it. Barbara's picked up one of our, this is not in our high five kit, but it's our lip oil. So it's pretty luscious little oil that you can just, you know, if your lips dry out during the day, you can just put this on like so.
Ooh.
It's made
That's immediate.
It's coconut oil, so you've got, it's very good for you. It smells nice, but it's not an overwhelming coconut oil. And for every one of these sold, $1 goes to
The Willing Hearts Project?
the Willing Hearts Project.
I just read that on the back of this. This is wonderful.
So we now have this in coconut oil, and guess what we're bringing out?
What?
Peppermint oil.
Well,
in a
of
little
course.
red tube for the holidays.
Oh, how fun.
So as I said before, we're actually releasing, you know, we're in pre-release right now, so we're actually, our big release will be August 1st. So I'm expecting to see some more products that are out there that would be exciting like this. And so people love this, and it's $12. So
Really?
it's very
That's not
inexpensive.
bad at all.
And you can just carry it in your purse and then just take it out and
And do your thing.
yeah, do your thing.
Do your
So,
Women Unscripted.
do your little women unscripted thing.
I love it. I love
So
it.
this is nice. We have opportunities for if you're interested in becoming an advisor. You know, those opportunities are available. You can contact me. I believe that my website is online. I don't think you put my number online, but you can always contact me through the website.
Excuse me.
It's very exciting to be in as a founding advisor. So
I think so, and you were very
did you see
excited.
my little willing heart?
Yes, and I want to, excuse me, give you congratulations. Tell us about it.
Well, you know, as I said, I'm a founding advisor, and I got a promotion at the very beginning of this project, and they honored me on stage in Phoenix. And the surprise to us was that we got a thank you card and everything, but we got this little willing heart. Willing Beauty Heart. Isn't that cute?
I love that. And it has
And
like a little fold in it. And
Yes,
it's
it
just
does.
so dainty and,
Yes.
and just precious. And you have that on all the time.
Yeah, and so it was touching to me that they did that, and they honored everyone on stage that had promoted.
I think it's
there
so
again,
special.
you know, what's special to me is the fact that we've talked so many times about influencing
Yes.
young
yes,
women's lives.
yes.
And through this, I've had the opportunity to touch so many women's lives, not only my clients, but my team members.
Sure,
So
sure.
I have my Origami Owl team, and Terry has done a show with us here before.
Terry's awesome. Hey, Terry, shout out.
She has a little owlet that is doing great. Her name is Julie. And it's really touches my heart to see these girls step up into their greatness.
Well, you know what's really wonderful is, if you're just catching the last part of our show, or just to recap, it was a young girl that started the origami and a young girl with the Willing Beauty. Excuse me, I so apologize. And so you're giving back, and you're giving these young gals that can start their own business. They can be their own entrepreneur. How many kids today want a new car? That's how, is it Bella? Bella started, right? She wanted a car.
She is Isabella.
So she started doing her thing, and look where it's grown today.
She put charms and lockets. First, she sold them to her friends at school. Then
Yeah.
she did a kiosk at the mall. And we saw a lot, because this is our 5-year anniversary with Origami Owl. And I just have to tell you, they put a lot of clips of Bella when she was 14 on the air, and so she had her little braces on, and she said she had this purple jumpsuit that she loved, and she goes, she's so ashamed of it now, and she goes, but I have to tell you, Mom had one in another color.
And I saw her singing too.
She is so talented.
Oh my goodness.
And speaking of talent, our little Julie, who's our outlet, she's 11 years old, and she was doing a live video, FaceTime live video,
See?
talking about her products out by the pool the other day.
Love
and I
it.
just was like, you go, girl.
That's the way to do it. Truly, is to get that message out there. Who knew? I'm fortunate to have this show every Monday live at 5, and we're going to be doing more products just for you. So make sure you tune in. You never know what's going to happen with Barbara Marvel, Helena Trengata, and We Beam TV. And I tell you, if you want an opportunity, and maybe think about it, your children, maybe even your grandchildren. I mean, I'm thinking about granddaughters, how they could build up a business even before they get out of school, for heaven's sakes. I mean, in the quality, see, that's the other thing. If you're looking for quality, they did their homework, and you were actually on a waiting list of how many thousands before it actually...
I was on a waiting list for 6 months.
6 months.
Yeah, I went on the waiting list in April, and I didn't get in until August. And that was because they felt like they didn't have enough product to bring any more designers on.
Right.
And even though I didn't like being on the waiting list, I can appreciate the fact that that was a good business decision.
They knew
for
what they
them.
were doing.
Yes, because if they had brought on all of these other designers, then nobody would have been happy. You know, so
Right.
at least as it was, the ones that were waiting were unhappy, but the clients and the designers that had already come on board were getting their product.
Exactly. Well, I think that was such a wise move on your part. You've been doing so very, very well. If you think about Helena, you think about, well, Rocking Babies, #1, and also her Bellissimo publishing company that ties in with all of this, with the Swarovski crystals, the lockets, and everything that you've seen here today in our first half-hour segments. It just is so you, and to be able to branch out now into the Willing Beauty, it's just amazing. And again, just to let you know, these products are clean, very, very clean. They're safe and effective, free of parabens, sulfates, mineral oils, DEA, and the chemical sunscreens and synthetic fragrances. Synthetic fragrances alone can just...
Can I add to that?
Yeah.
In the United States, the FDA has only banned 30 ingredients from skincare, 30 ingredients. In the EU, they've banned 400 ingredients. But we don't just not use those 30 that are banned in the United States. We don't use any of the 400 that are banned in the EU.
That's amazing.
Even though we do not sell in the EU at this point, and that doesn't mean we won't in the future, but at this point, this is U.S. and Canada, sold only in U.S. and Canada. And so to take that giant step of saying we're not going to use any of these 400 products because they've been deemed unhealthy in Europe is a big trust factor for me, which is it has really encouraged my trust in this product.
Yes, they're doing
and
their
this
homework.
line. Yes.
And that's why I'm up on my soapbox here, is talking about how safe it is. And even though we're not making any claims whatsoever to treat, cure, diagnose, or anything like that, it's a product line that we feel confident. You've had a chance to try yours. How long have you been on your products?
3 months.
3 months. And your skin really does look amazing. And it's funny, sometimes you don't know where your skin's at because we live with it and wake up with it every day and go to bed with it, and it just stays the same or gets worse or whatever. But isn't it nice that we have the opportunity to bring to you, right where you're sitting in the comforts and privacy of your own home, an amazing line, an amazing business opportunity, and an amazing company. And remember, Swarovski crystals, you don't get any better than that. We have that darling little owl that is significant to the Origami Owl line. So a lot of great things going on here. I hope you consider it. If you love jewelry, and if you love quality jewelry, and if you want to make a statement and have that wearable art, you definitely want to check out the Origami Owl. Get a hold of Helena or myself. And then, of course, if you want to try these wonderful products, give Helena a shout out, and she'll go over the products with you, free consultation, and just let's see how you know,
Try them for 5 days.
30-day money back guarantee.
Can't go wrong.
You just can't get better than that. So we're going to say goodbyes for now, but we'll be back next Monday live at 5. Women Unscripted.